Welcome back, collectors, and welcome, retired Navy Rob. Look who's in the house.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. My allergies and I are hanging in there. About 6 months ago, I started collecting obsoletes, and I saw that Rob talks about obsolete notes a lot on his channel. So I hit him up, and we decided to make a video about obsolete notes. So before we begin, Rob, why don't you tell us about your channel and what you do?
Okay, well, my channel first started off with stacking silver, bullion, you know, constitutional that I picked up, silver bars.
Right.
And then one day at the coin store, I saw them pull out the currency. And I was like, hey, can I look at that? And I was like in love with it right away.
Oh, yeah.
And I just started pretty much picking up, a combination of both, but I've migrated over the past 2 years or so to just currency now.
Right. Right. Well, I
And
see you do foreign currency as well as US and
oh yeah, I got, you know, Dan at Polar Currency, he says I'm eclectic with my collection. I say more like I have the ADD of collecting,
yeah,
anything that's bright and shiny and catches my attention,
right.
I grab.
I understand that. Well, before we begin, you're probably saying, well, what are you guys doing? Well, we're going to show some notes here and we're going to enjoy them and share them with you. And I'm going to ask Rob a few questions as we go along. So it's not really a formal interview. It'll be very laid back and fluid. But first, what is obsolete currency? So the American Numismatic Association says obsolete currency refers to paper money issued by entities other than the federal government, generally between 1792 and 1866. These include local and state governments, local merchants, railroads, and state chartered banks. The state chartered banks make up the largest portion, and those are sometimes called busted banknotes or broken banknotes today. So,
Now I expand that definition a little bit
okay.
to include Confederate Confederate states, because not only the CSA did it, but the individual states did it.
Right,
Also, merchant script, college script,
right,
things along that lines. But let me go ahead and change my camera.
right.
I'm
And
going to start off with the first note I got. Now, I live outside of Jacksonville, Florida,
right.
and the first note I got was this one here.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
Now, I got it raw. Um,
Right.
I went ahead and sent it in to be graded.
Yeah,
But this is, my first note, a little piece of local history.
yeah. Got the cotton on it. Train.
Yes, sir.
That's
And
a
if you look at the back, these notes, most of the time they couldn't afford to print ink on both sides.
yeah,
So, it was, banks are a business
right.
and, they're going to make it as cheap as possible. So
Certainly.
most of your obsoletes are only single sided printed.
Right.
I do have some exceptions, and I'll show those.
Okay. That's a
But
beautiful.
this was my first one I got. I love the vignettes on it.
That's a beautiful note. It really is.
And I really like if you look in here, you can see, I don't know how well it's going to focus,
Yeah.
but going around the five is the word five.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Here we go. I got a Montgomery, Alabama note,
That's nice.
1864. So we're looking at the Civil War period.
Yeah.
Very nice vignettes on it.
Yeah. Native American family. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
What I like though about this one,
Ah, that's nice.
like I said, most of them didn't have ink on the back. So this is one of the few. I found a lot of the southern states,
Yes.
like Alabama, Louisiana.
Hmm.
They had on a lot of theirs back ink, and this one didn't.
That's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, do you prefer graded notes over raw?
It depends on the source.
Yeah,
Um, and since you asked that, if I buy from eBay, I
right.
try to get graded now
Yeah. Okay.
because I picked this up,
Hmm.
and I mean, it's a beautiful note.
Yeah.
The paper felt real.
Uh-huh.
Sent it in
Ah,
to be graded,
ah. Yeah.
and it came back that it was not genuine.
Oh, wow.
Um,
I think that's a first for me. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that where you, that's wow. That's kind of scary.
yeah, it's the first time I ever had it,
Wow.
but that's what happens. That comes back in this little body bag.
Now, do you think, not, we won't name the seller, but do you think he knew he was selling counterfeit notes or just,
No, I don't think so. And I'll be honest, I had this for probably about a year before I sent it in.
right,
And I have no idea who I bought it off, so I couldn't even name the seller if I wanted to.
right. Okay.
Um, if you get a chance on my channel, you'll see I did a video comparing another one identical to this that I have that's graded
Right.
to this one, and you can see the night and day difference once you go there.
Okay.
But I pulled this one out especially because I knew we'd probably be talking about graded or ungraded.
Right.
But if I'm buying off Stacks and Bowers or if I'm buying off Heritage,
Right.
I know they're pretty good at vetting their stuff.
Right.
So no problem there.
Right.
You had asked me earlier about my favorite note, and I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit here. It's actually a series of notes,
Okay. That sounds,
and I've done some shorts on these. So, but what I love about these
oh,
is you got the one
yeah.
with the cherub holding the $1 coin.
Yes.
The red overprint's beautiful,
Hmm.
and these I bought raw and I've had them graded.
Oh, that's great.
And then this one here, the two cherubs and the two coins.
Right.
Uh, I thought it was pretty cool. The ones using the coin as a shield.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty clever. Yeah. I like that. You've got a good eye. I see both of those are 64s too. This one is too. Yeah.
And then we got this one here,
Yeah.
three cherubs, three coins.
Hmm. That's
And the
pretty,
red overprint on these things is real beautiful.
yeah.
These were printed on sheets of four, one, two, three, and five.
Right.
This bank didn't have a $4 bill like there's a few out there.
Wow.
And then we got five cherubs and five coins.
Very clever.
But
Uh,
this is my kind of like my favorite series I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. I've noticed that also. I believe it's the Savings Bank of Indiana and the Union Bank of Augusta, Georgia also uses those same vignettes. So you
Yeah.
see them repeated in other banks.
So it was like the American banknote company would go out to these banking officials
Right.
and be like, okay, well here's our catalog, and it may be used on 20 different banks across the country, but
Right.
to that local area, it's not.
Right.
Now I picked these up. These are remainder notes, which mean they've never been circulated. But these are from a bank in New York that was Hungarian bank.
Wow.
And what they did was this money was going to fund, the bank used their funds to fund a revolution in Hungary. But this was a totally United States note. Um,
Yeah.
but
That's
it's all in Hungarian on there.
yeah, that's fascinating. Well,
and the vignettes are just beautiful.
yeah. Well, while we're looking at that note, what do you look for when you buy notes? And what I mean by that is it just something that interests you, or are you looking for particular vignettes or rarity?
I I look for whatever grabs my eye.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I'm not a type collector. I'm not a, I'm collecting all this series or all that series. I'm more like, you know, um,
yeah, what you like.
this is something that caught my eye and I think it's unique
Yeah, it is.
and throw it in my collection.
Wow.
So there was that one there, and there was also this one.
Oh, cool. That is great.
And, even though this one's signed, it was never in circulation because it's not dated.
Right.
So this is still kind of a remainder note.
Yeah, right. I never knew
But
we had notes in the United States in different languages. That's fascinating.
yeah. And, like I said, this was the money from this bank, they invested heavily into a failed revolution
Uh,
over in Hungary.
I see.
But I mean, it's just a beautiful note all around.
It is, it really is.
Now, we talked about store script.
Yes. Oh, wow.
That is a 10 cent for, it's from, well, actually, it's a village, but
Mhm. You know, it's amazing to me in general that things like this still exist today. You know, if you think about how small something like that is, any of them really, and how delicate the paper is,
oh, yeah, I mean, it's like rice paper.
yeah, it's amazing that any of this stuff is around.
And, I look at the dollar bills that I carry in my pocket. I'm like, they don't even look half this good,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
being
really,
folded and
really,
carried.
really, really. That is
So,
awesome.
so some of this stuff, probably survived by, because 10 cents back then was a lot of money.
Yes, yes, it was. Yes, it's a lot more.
And, this could be grandmom or great grandmom putting it in her Bible,
Right.
to stow away for a rainy day.
Yeah, I think you're right. I
And,
think a lot of those notes ended up in books.
someone came across it.
Right, right.
Now, I paid 75 for this back then. This is a while back, but the price of obsoletes, it's just exploding.
And you know, a question I should have asked you, how long have you been collecting obsoletes?
Probably almost 2 years, maybe a little bit more.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's moving up fast. Okay.
Oh yeah. So
Like I said, I
yeah,
just really started about 6 months ago.
it's addicting habit. You'll know.
Yeah, yeah, I already know that. Yeah, yeah.
Here's another piece of store script that I have.
Love the colors on that.
That is just beautiful, and it's amazing. You look at this in the colors, and to get into another subject, not guild. I don't know if you play around with that at all.
Say that once more. I'm sorry.
Not guild, the Germany emergency currency from right after World War One and right after.
No, I do not.
Yeah. So
Sounds in-
between 1914 and 1923, Germany had emergency currency.
uh-huh.
And what it was is it really killed their economy because all the individual towns were printing their own currency,
Oh,
but they got some beautiful colors to it. And
yeah.
I mean, still vivid today, just like this.
Right, right,
And, whatever they used in the ink back then, as far as the colored ink,
right.
it's amazing. Yeah, so I really like the color on this.
That's beautiful.
Now, I got two
Hmm.
when I lived I bought these because I used to live in Maine. I was stationed in Maine for a few
Yeah.
years.
Right.
And New England during the 1800s and until the probably the mid 1900s was big on textile.
Right.
So the state of Maine
Oh, wow.
and it was from the Sanford Bank
Uh-huh.
from Sanford, Maine. Now you see the textiles there.
Yeah. The looms or whatever they call them. Yeah.
Yep. Now I got this one here with the green overprint,
Yes.
and I have no idea what the difference is. But these are from
That American Banknote Company, maybe?
more than likely, I was hopefully 1862, I think it
Oh, you're
is.
looking for the date. Yeah. Okay.
But
That's a,
it,
would you hold that note back up for a moment? That's a, I like it, but that's a busy front.
oh,
It,
very, very, very busy.
every square centimeter of that is full.
Yeah, I don't think you could find another spot on there to do anything.
No. Okay.
But you got that one, and then slightly different with the overprint.
Right.
I got
Oh, wow.
this one's a little less busy because it doesn't have that other two.
Yeah, that other two. No.
But overall, yeah, it's a very, very
Yeah.
busy face.
I like that. I like the different colors. I've already run into reds and blues, and some notes that have red, blue, and then some that have no overprint. The same design. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's part of the fun, right?
Oh, yes, it is. And this one here looks like it was redeemed.
Yeah. Nice. Very
But
nice.
so here's one note that I really like. It was made for um, a bank called the Manual Labor Bank, and it's out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why I bought this note, and I think everyone that does obsolete should have one in their collection, is because you never knew Elvis was a time traveler, did you?
Uh, oh, wow.
So
That is,
this is for a bank that was owned by a glass manufacturing company.
uh-huh.
It was kind of convenient. It was, you worked for the glass company, you banked at their bank, you bought from the company's store, which was right next door.
Yeah. How can
Um,
he?
yeah. And this one
That's
was
cool.
1837.
Wow, that looks great for 1837.
But beautiful note. But like I said, I had to get it because, tell me that's not Elvis.
That looks just like Elvis. It looks like he's ready to go on stage, doesn't
Yeah, so there's a couple notes with this vignette from this bank,
he? Yeah.
a little different from each other, maybe different centered, but
Yeah.
they're known as the Elvis notes.
Nice. While you're holding that note up there, let me ask, do you mind sharing with us? Where do you look for and purchase obsolete notes?
Okay, so I haven't been with them for a little bit, and the last couple times I went, neither one had any real good notes, but as far as obsoletes, but
Yeah.
I have two local coin shops in my area
Mhm.
that do pretty good with currency.
Oh, okay.
Um, then you got eBay,
Yeah, sure.
um, the auction houses like Heritage, Stack Bowers,
Right.
great collection.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, it's very fortunate that you have local dealers that have this kind of thing. That's very good, unusual, I think.
oh yeah, I mean, and I've even bought stuff at my local dealer doing a FaceTime with Big Apple
Oh, wow.
and shipped it up to him, and he sent me the money.
Oh,
Um, because I mean they have that good of notes at this place.
that's nice.
Uh, Recently, though, with all we're coming out of the the summer season for shows, and
Yeah.
the guy that does it at the one coin store, he does it on consignment and he works with it,
Right.
but he'll take the notes on the road all around the country.
Right.
The other one, they don't have as good of a selection, but they do have nice stuff.
Right.
Um,
That's nice.
and I go to them from time to time.
Good.
But these here I got off Heritage as
Yeah.
part of a lot. The next few notes I got are an example of store script.
Yes.
Um, and the vignettes on these are just beautiful. These are from 1837.
Wow.
Now, two of these are remainder notes. One has a signature on it. So it could be circulated,
Right.
but we'll start with that one.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty. 12.5 cents.
Yeah, and it's store script is what it is. Um, for that company, the Deer Creek Works,
Uh-huh.
the company store.
I
You
like
know
that.
how Yeah, how convenient, you get paid in the company money and you spend the company money at the company store.
Yeah, I see that. Payable in store goods, iron, flour, or current banknotes of the city of Baltimore. Wow.
And this is from Hartford County, Maryland.
Wow, that's cool.
And the reason why I got these is because they were odd denominations, like
Yeah.
12 and a half cents,
6.25. Yeah.
6.25 cents. I mean, really.
Wow.
But
It's
I
like,
guess in 1837, 6 cents was a lot of money.
right. It's like you said earlier, you were talking about that 10 cent fractional. It's a lot, it was a lot of money. People, made the difference back then.
But yeah, I mean, just the scenery on these,
Hmm.
they could have made it just real easy and nothing, but they decided to go with some beautiful
Yeah.
things.
They
And this
took
one's
pride.
actually a $2 note.
$2. Wow, that was a lot. Well, I think they took pride in their work too back then.
Yes. And, I still, you know, all this was hand engraved
Yeah.
in reverse,
Right.
you know, by someone with, you know, magnifying glasses on their glasses,
Yeah, it's
the
amazing.
little loops that they pull down over top of their glasses.
Yes. And think about, they had only natural lighting to do that as well.
Yes.
That's another thing. The 1830s.
Now, I can't see doing this by candlelight with a flickering candle.
No, no, no.
Here's one that I think everyone should have at least one of in their collection
Hmm.
is now this is a remainder, but it's a Michigan note.
Yes. Oh, wow.
I just love
The
the
colors.
color on this.
Yeah.
And if you look there,
Yeah.
going around where it
Yeah.
says the value three
$3
dollars.
over and over. Think about engraving that. Mm.
Yeah, just insane.
It's a little bit out of focus, but maybe it'll focus up. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Wow.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
so
looking
this is
for American
insane.
Banknote Company. Yeah, I was looking to see if they had. I see that over there on the left, and I think that's what it says, American Banknote Company at the bottom.
Trying. Yes, it does. American Banknote Company.
I've
Because you
noticed.
got to think you had the National Banknote Company and American Banknote
Yeah,
Company, and National went out of business and was bought by the American.
yeah. They the American Banknote Company notes are some of the prettiest ones, I think.
Oh yes, and
Do
they still make foreign currency.
oh, they still do today. Oh, how about that? How about that? Do you have any proof obsolete notes?
No,
No.
and it's not that I'm not into it, but the proofs are always so much more expensive.
Yeah.
And that's one rabbit hole. I go down a lot of rabbit holes.
Yeah.
But once I start down that, I don't want to get caught up in that.
Yeah. Yeah. I wondered what you thought about it. I thank you for sharing that. I've, of course, been watching those. I haven't bought any yet, but they are beautiful. But
Oh, they are gorgeous. But you got to think they're what they gave the bank to say, hey,
yeah.
you know, this is what we're going to have your note look like. And if you look on the back, it's stamped property of the American Banknote Company,
Right.
National Banknote Company, what have you.
Right.
Um, Try to
Mhm.
get it in focus.
Yeah.
But I just like this one, the blue overprint, the
Yeah.
ships.
Yes. Absolutely.
They're,
That's beautiful. And a lot of nautical scenes on obsoletes. I see that a lot.
yeah, and especially if you get around like the states that were on the Mississippi River.
Yes.
Now this is from 1850.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, you get the states on the Mississippi River and then the eastern seaboard.
Yes.
Of course, you got Massachusetts, so that's going to be
Uh,
heavily relied on the
yeah.
nautical industries.
Hmm. Nice. Very nice.
They're not the best looking notes, but you know what? I think they're beautiful.
They are. They are beautiful. Mm.
So here's another one I got from Georgia. This is a remainder.
That's a great note with the dogs and the horse. That's good.
I mean, that is just fantastic. Even the rooster.
Yeah, and the rooster. Yeah. How about that? It's just beautiful. You've got some beautiful notes.
I mean, they are just totally beautiful. This is from 1860, even though it's a remainder,
Yeah,
but still,
I see it. Yeah, the date's printed on it. Yeah.
so that means it was ready to be used. It just
Right.
never got used.
Never got used. You got to wonder how something like that survived. It's just amazing.
But so I got two more notes for you.
Okay.
I'll hit you with the ugliest of the two first.
Oh, the others too.
This she is ugly too. She got ink burn holes and everything else, but
Oh boy. Oh boy. Mm,
from 1861,
yeah.
a Virginia Treasury note.
Yeah. Wow. They love to put Washington on their notes, didn't they?
It's ugly, but you know what? I like
Hey,
it.
that's some of the best notes. It really is.
And you ain't got to have all 64s and 58s
Oh,
and
no.
you know what? Because these notes have character and they've been through
Right.
something.
What sources of information do you use or do you recommend for researching and learning about obsolete banknotes?
Um, well, you got the books out there, but the books
Yeah,
don't really have everything.
the Don Kelly books and the Whitman.
Yeah, the Whitman books
Yeah,
and the Whitman books, Dan was talking about it on that video with you guys. It's like 8 volumes
it is. Yeah, it is. It's a lot.
and it's a lot per book. But,
Yeah.
and also, recently I've been using, you know, all three like Chat GDP, Copilot, and
Okay.
uh, um, what is it, Gemini or whatever the Google one is.
Be honest with
But
you.
you upload a picture of it and you say, "Tell me about this banknote."
Oh, that's cool. I
And
wasn't
they
even
give you
aware
some
of it.
information. Oh yeah, it's fun. I just recently discovered it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure folks will appreciate that information. I'll throw out one more too. You can check your state, just Google it and see if you're into collecting obsoletes in your particular state, home state, or any state, you can perhaps find an author that's written a book about that state's obsoletes. There are a lot of states have this, and so I'll just throw that out there. Uh,
Yeah, that's a good source too.
yeah,
Also, I'm not ashamed to say I stray from paper copies, and
yeah,
sometimes I'll buy the Kindle
yeah. Oh yeah,
and bring it up on the Kindle because it doesn't matter to me if I'm turning a page.
right,
You
correct,
know, I'm
correct,
I'm 58 years old, but I'm not that old that I have to have a book in my hand.
right,
You
exactly.
know, it's it feels good to have the book. It's nice to turn through the pages, but you know what?
Yeah,
That Kindle has a high resolution image of the note as well, so I mean,
it's
it
some
comes out to be what it is.
it's a lot of great information out there today. It really is.
Oh yes, and there's more and more coming out every day.
Right.
People are putting out stuff. You got you and Dan and the crew over there at the round table, and
Um,
they'll bring something up, and that sparks me to look for something and do a little more research on that side.
it's a really great community. It really is.
Yes, it is, and it's
Yeah.
growing. Thank God. I mean, it
Yeah.
was small, um,
Yes.
and and Dan jokes about it too. But I mean, the coin community is a totally different thing. You got people out there, searching roles.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and they're not giving you much background on the different things.
It's a different animal. Yeah.
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 But the currency community, it's growing,
Mhm.
and we welcome everyone that wants to come out to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I got one more note
All
for
right.
you,
All right.
and this is from Milledgeville, Georgia.
Yeah.
Let me
That used to be the capital of Georgia, I believe.
think you are right.
Long, long, long time ago.
And
Mm.
this is Confederate,
Well, that's not $50 bill though. Yeah.
but
It's beautiful.
you
Um,
got
Go ahead.
and you. I always point this out to people. If you get the old bills and they don't have that brownish oxidized color to the ink,
Right.
I'd question it.
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
because that's what they call iron gall
Right.
ink,
Hmm.
and that's rust. And sometimes
Exactly.
it burns through,
Right.
but
Burn. Yep.
it tells me it's real,
Yeah.
or at
Exactly.
least the period.
Exactly. That's a little out of focus, Rob. If you'd hold it.
All right, I'm
All
sorry. I'm trying
right.
to.
All right. I want to say too to everyone while you're holding that note there, if you're not subscribed to Retired Navy Rob's channel, you are really missing out. When you finish watching this video, you need to head over to Retired Navy Rob's channel and subscribe. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description of this video.
All right, so that's all I have for you. I know I threw a lot up there.
No, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know everyone watching appreciates it. And if you're not already collecting obsolete banknotes, we certainly hope this video has inspired you to take another look into this area of currency collecting, because it's some beautiful notes out there.
Oh yeah, and it's even though it's coming up in price, everything in the currency world is, but it's still relatively affordable.
Yeah,
You can find something that you like. It may be in a lower grade, it may be ungraded, um, but you can find things still at a good price. Like I said, you don't need to have the MS 63, 64 right off the bat. Get something, get you going into the collection, and then build your way up.
one other thing I'd like to mention is everyone to keep their eyes open for auctions at Heritage, Stax Bowers, and Great Collections. And not only for obsoletes, but for, U.S. currency, foreign currency, and even coins. Got a lot of good items out there, and you know, check it for local coin shows and currency shows, and don't forget your local coin shop.
Yes.
Don't overlook them.
because you can go in and you may not even know they have currency at your local coin shop until you ask, and then they'll bring it out from the safe.
Right, right, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
because the place I go to is basically in a oversized plastic shoebox,
yeah,
the lack better phrase, but it's all standing up in
wow,
there with dividers. And, you got to think the display case space that would take to show is way beyond belief.
tremendous. Yeah,
So, I mean, ask your local coin store, hey, do you got currency?
right.
You'd be surprised what they may pull out.
Well, Rob, I really can't thank you enough for doing this and sharing your knowledge and collection with us tonight. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
And
it's been my pleasure, Ontario. I mean,
well,
it's great. Thank you for having me.
you're very welcome. And everyone else, I hope you'll take a moment to like this video, leave a comment. In fact, leave a lot of comments. And
Yes.
always, thanks for stopping by.